Hi, I'm Andy and welcome to another unboxing video from theblogaboutgadgets.com. Today we're going to be looking at the Samsung WB850F Smart Camera, as they call it. A digital camera, compact, travel zoom, whatever you want to call it. This isn't a camera I was planning on buying, so I'm not already fully versed in all its specs. I was lucky enough to win it in a competition, so I thought we'd do an unboxing video of it and compare it to my current compact travel camera, which is the Canon SX230. This one I did do a lot of research into before buying, so it'd be interesting to see how the Samsung stacks up against the Canon. Anyway, the whole point of an unboxing video is to actually do some unboxing, so let's have a look. First, box is actually pretty small and compact. Not too showy. On the back you do have a few sort of hero shots pointing out the 21x zoom lens, the built-in Wi-Fi and the built-in GPS. If I was looking to buy a camera, these would put this already on my shortlist. 21x zoom makes it great for getting some nice shots of faraway places when you're on holiday. GPS personally is a must-buy on a camera now. I'm a big user of aperture and iPhoto before it, and I just love the way that you can see where your photos were taken on a map. So for me now, GPS is a must-buy on any camera. The Wi-Fi, so far on every camera that I've seen that has it, mostly Kodak ones, it's been a bit of a gimmick. I'm not a big fan of taking a photo and uploading it to Facebook. However, from the brief bit of research I have done on this camera, it seems that you can use the built-in Wi-Fi to immediately upload photos to either your home computer, if you're at home, or something like the Microsoft SkyDrive service. Now that is interesting because it means you've got an immediate way of getting photos backed up. So in theory, you don't need to worry too much about your cards becoming lost or corrupt if you're on holiday. How practical that will be in real life, I'm not sure. Most hotel Wi-Fi services that I've used have had pretty slow upload speeds. But, you know, if you're staying with family, friends, it might actually be quite useful. So we'll have to see. Anyway, it's also highlighting a few other of the key selling points of the camera on the back here. So dual capture, which is basically the ability to take photos whilst recording video, the 3-inch AMOLED screen, panorama shot, every camera's got that these days, the 21x optical zoom, which is quite good, 16 megapixels, my Canon is 12. More megapixels doesn't necessarily mean better pictures, obviously. The Wi-Fi, full manual mode, could be useful, and the full HD movie recording, which again, fairly standard spec these days, this sort of camera. So that's the back of the box. On the top of the box, quite nice, simple, straightforward. Tells you which camera you've got in the box. In this case it's the black one. Again, pointing out the zoom, GPS, AMOLED and the Wi-Fi. Front of the box, pretty straightforward. Picture of the camera, and again, model number highlighting it. Side of the box, barcodes. Other side of the box, another picture of the camera. And bottom of the box is another picture of the camera. Very exciting. So, quite a nice small box, pretty compact. One thing which is a little unusual, I don't know if you can hear that, there's something rattling around in there, so not the best packaging. Hopefully it's something fairly insignificant, like maybe the battery in its plastic case or something, but yeah, not incredibly inspiring. This camera's currently retailing for around about £290 on Amazon and John Lewis, so for you know, best part of 300 quid, I would be expecting it to be slightly better packaged than that. But, well, enough speculating, let's open it up and actually see what is making that noise. So, got my trusty Leatherman here. And this is a genuine unboxing. I haven't already opened it and had a play with it. It was on my desk waiting for me at work this morning, and I have resisted the urge. So, if I do get anything wrong at this point, it's going to ruin this one-shot video I was hoping to do. So, let's have a look. Okay, so opening up, straight away we see the camera itself, which is, well, on the side for you, it's upside down for me. Smart cameras, innovation makes it easy. Okay, so straight away I can take the camera out. It's in a fairly straightforward little plastic bag, a little sticky bit here on the side we can open. Already looking sort of quite a bulky camera, but then it is a 21x zoom lens, so I wouldn't expect it to be tiny. What else have we got? This bit here pops open, and here we see what all the rattling is. We take out this plastic tray which the camera was sitting in. Okay, so we've got the little tag here which you would normally have attached to the camera for display in the shop. This is telling us about the Wi-Fi connectivity, live panorama, the GPS, and again the same specs we've seen previously. Interesting. Okay, so it's come with a USB charger, fairly standard USB plug like you've probably already got for mobile phones, other electronic devices. A standard USB micro cable. So USB micro. So I'm going to imagine that the USB cable plugs in there, and possibly under this flap here, plug in the other end of the USB cable, so you actually charge the battery in the camera by the look of things. That's unusual. I haven't seen all the other cameras. You've got a dedicated little charging block that the battery plugs into. So that's actually pretty nifty. That means I don't have to carry around the charging dock as well. Pretty sort of standard size battery that most modern cameras have these days. We also find down here a plastic bag, and within it we have a CD which appears to include some PC software, the user manual, IntelliStudio, Map Download Manager, PC Auto Backup, and pardon me, that's annoying. It's for Windows only, nothing for Macs. Probably not that surprising since Macs come with iPhoto, which probably takes care of all of that. Then we have a little leaflet telling you what official accessories you can get and giving you a safety warning when using non-original accessories. Failure to use Samsung accessories might result in the world being invaded by aliens, so don't do it. The warranty certificate, which obviously hasn't been filled in because of that, nobody ever does that. A piece of paper with the web addresses of all the international registration websites, and a quick start guide. So this is, how many pages is that? Not many, maybe 8 or 10 pages. quick start guide, sort of thick paper cover, very thin paper pages, basically telling you how to insert the battery, how to take the battery out again, how to charge the battery, and yes, there we see cable plugs into that flap on the side of the camera. Setting up the camera, still, capturing and viewing a photo. You would hope the camera's easy enough to use it, you don't need to read instructions on that. Recording and viewing video, transferring files with IntelliStudio if you're on Windows, and yes, if you're on a Mac, it doesn't matter because iPhoto does it for you. Now, what is interesting, and the strap here, what is straight away noticeable and different to my Canon is that no leads have been included to enable you to connect the camera to your HDTV and play back any video you might have recorded. The Canon comes with a special AV cable that does let you watch videos on it on your HDTV. So straight away, bit of cost cutting there on a £300, £300 camera. That's a bit disappointing. It would have been nice to see a mini HDMI cable or similar in there to let you view your full HD movies, which they seem very keen to push. So yes, you can record in 1080p, but you're going to have to buy some optional accessory to enable you to watch them played back from your camera. Okay, so that's the unboxing. Shall we have a quick look at turning it on and see if it actually works? So, opening the bag. Sliding out the camera. Okay, it is. Sorry, let's hold it the right way up, shall we? So you've got the usual sticker on the front there, again blaring out the specifications. It does actually also, I haven't noticed before, also pointing out that the wide angle is 23mm, which is certainly wider angle than my Canon, I believe. Looking at the camera itself, it is quite big, and if we just compare it with my Canon, let's just have a bit of a tidy up. Let's just do a little side-by-side comparison here. So, the Samsung is a tiny bit taller. Tiny bit longer, but definitely a little bit thicker. Having said that, not sure if you can easily see that. Having said that, it is only a little bit thicker. It feels a lot bigger, I think mainly because of this chunky grip bit here, and actually when you stack two on top of each other, the lens of the Canon only sticks out a little bit, so the lens of the Samsung only sticks out a little bit further than the lens of that Canon. That's strange, it feels bigger. This one has always felt quite small. The Samsung feels bigger than the Canon, but actually it's not that much bigger. That's interesting, wasn't expecting that. Okay, so let's move the Canon out of the way again. So let's just have a look here. If you can see, the ring around the lens is knurled like you would find on a sort of a normal zoom lens. You can't actually twist it, so it's grippy, but there's no point gripping it. You can't actually do anything with it, so that's slightly strange. You have left and right microphones here for your recording audio. Interestingly, I noticed this on one I saw in the shop, you have a switch that pops up the flash. So I'm not sure if the flash pops up automatically if the camera needs it, but if you want to use it, You just flip the switch and the flash pops up. I don't know if that might be might cause an issue in a low light situation where the flash isn't there when you're expecting it. Power on off button, shutter button here, and yeah, zoom control around the shutter button. Mode select dial, which gives us choices of Smart, P, which is probably one of the programmable modes, ASM, which will be aperture, shutter and manual modes, Scene, I would assume lets you choose a number of preset scene options, Camera, oh no, Star, I don't know what that is, Wi-Fi, GPS and Movie. So obviously Movie is for recording movies, GPS, Wi-Fi, don't know, would hope the GPS would be on permanently. I don't know why you'd need to use that unless it's to go into their mapping function. On the back, big 3-inch AMO LED screen, drive speed and what looks to be a record button, menu jog dial type thing here, which reminds me very much of the Canon's option, and in fact they are very similar. You've got on the Canon, you've got a dial with a central button surrounded by 4 buttons, and on the Samsung 4 buttons, dial, central button, and yet the dial is also 4-way clickable. So they're actually very similar. Interesting. Okay, on the bottom, tripod mount and battery and memory card slots. On this side, there doesn't appear to be anything apart from a small slot. I'm not entirely sure what that's for. Other side, lanyard, hook and micro USB and mini or micro HMI sockets for the HMI cable that's not included. Samsung, you cheapskates. Okay, so that's a quick look around the camera. So let's pop the battery in, see if there's a bit of charge, and just fire it up. I will do a second part of this video once I've actually learned a bit more about the camera, and we'll sort of talk a bit more about using it. I just wanted to get an unboxing video done so I can have a play with it. So camera's gonna, battery's gonna pop in there. I'm gonna hoik the memory card out of my Canon, stick in here as well, so we can have a quick go. So let's see what happens when we fire it up. Nice blue glow around the light there. Settings screen comes up. Let's just set the date and time. It is 2012, the month is June, and the date is the 20th, and it's currently okay, it's not 24 hour, 10, and you can do the dial as well. Okay, so that was nice and intuitive to set up the time there. Date type is proper, day, month, year. Time type, I'm going to change that to 24 hours because I can work with that. And I can see down here, menu, exit, just checking, no, this isn't a touchscreen, so I'm going to press the menu button to exit. So that's it all set up. Okay, map data is required to start a GPS feature. Download map data from the Map Download Manager software on the provided CD-ROM. That would be the Map Download Manager software, which is potentially Windows only. I will look into that, because that's going to be silly. Okay. Now, what do I do here? Map data is required to start a GPS feature. Okay. It's because I've got the dial set to GPS. Okay, so changing the dial gives us, oh, hello, then it's just popped out. Changing the dial gives us the different modes. Movie, this mode records a video. I never would have guessed, thanks for that. What probably doesn't come across very well in the video here is that these are quite nice little screens explaining what the different options are as you move the wheel around. Ooh! Oh, now, okay, I'm definitely going to have to look into some of these. These are... So here's our auto backup. Remote viewfinder. Download and install remote viewfinder onto the smartphone. That's interesting. So, hopefully, that means that you can use your smartphone as a viewfinder for the camera. That could be very interesting. I wonder if it means you could take photos remotely. Social sharing, yeah, bothered. This mode allows you to upload photos and videos stored on the camera to a website. Yeah, okay. Email them, it was like more interesting, but cloud. Microsoft SkyDrive, there we go. So I will have a go with that as well, set that up, see how useful that is. Okay, so pressing menu, changes around a few things. I don't know what that does. Anyway, okay, let's just try ever so quickly taking a photo. I'm going to put it on smart mode. And you know what? Let's be cheeky. Let's take a photo of this camera. So, yeah, there we go. Pretty straightforward. And if I press the play button, there's my photo. Woohoo! And I can zoom in on it, I guess. Yep, I can zoom in on it. Yeah, okay, so I'm not going to go into photo quality or anything here because this is going to be very subjective and completely not done properly, but so far this camera actually is looking quite interesting, and I'm looking forward to spending a bit of time getting to learn how it works and give you all an update. Okay, so there we go, that was unboxing of the Canon, the Samsung WB850. Looks to be quite an interesting little compact travel zoom camera. GPS, Wi-Fi, all seem to be big selling points. Hopefully you found that interesting. Thank you for watching, and I will be posting updates going into some of the other features when I've learned about them. Cheers!